the multiverse theory. How can we develop an experiment, or can we, to really test how big our universe is? If it's infinite in extent, then because there's only a finite number of quantum states you can have in a certain region, it's been calculated that like a Googleplex light years away, just odds are there's another you. Because if matter's all kind of the same everywhere, then we only live in this observable universe that is its size depends on how fast light has traveled to us. But if there's no edge to it, as long as there's a wall, there's just more. It's just we can't see it. We can't observe it. It can't affect us. It's always growing. But I guess what I'm trying to get at, I heard in Max Tegmark's Mathematical Universe book just recently, the idea that the laws of physics themselves could be different.
Right.
Because space itself can have maybe different states, just like water can be ice and liquid and gas. There could be other parts of the universe, like all of it, not just the part we can see, where space is different, where its permeability to electromagnetic radiation is different, and light it operates, I don't know. But the constants, the concepts of conservation of momentum, like these could literally be different. And we could try to replicate that if we had enough energy here, but basically it sounds very sci-fi. So I forget what the diameter of our observable universe is. It's billions of light years.
Right.
And it keeps getting bigger as light from further back reaches us finally. But like way over here, there's another,
so it's of the same
spherical region that could also have, galaxies and Earth, but there are different levels of multiverse, like level 1, level 2, and these are different theories. And one theory allows for the possibility for the laws of physics themselves to be different from one to the other. And this leads to the whole question of like, well, of course the laws of physics are what they are, because the ones we have are conductive to things existing like us that can ask why they exist.
Right.
But in a universe where, I don't know, energy isn't conserved the same way or something, you might just not be able to get complex life forms that can ever go, now, what's this energy thing about? Well, as I get older, I feel less like I would.
Yeah.
Because I'm not as alone.
Yeah.
I've got a wife.
Yeah.
We want to have kids. When I was like totally single, I'd be like,
Yeah.
leave now, come back in 10 years of my time to an Earth that's 1,000,000 years older. Yes, I'll be a celebrity. But now I'm like, I kind of need to be here for the people in my life now. You're probably exposed to a lot of cosmic rays and radiation.
Yeah.
You are a living piece of history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll come back and they'll be like, do you remember this band, the Beatles? And you're like, it's pronounced Beatles. And they're like, we never knew because no recordings exist. And you're able to like be imagine if we had an ancient Egyptian here who could be like, here's how we built them. Like I was there. Here's what my day-to-day life was. Here's what my cognitive processes are like. Here's how I think and feel and how I describe that. We'd be like, wow, dude.
But we'll probably be able to upload brains for like in the next 100 years, and that whole trip will be like way more difficult to make.
When we can do that, we can just, build a copy of my brain and I don't die. I'm this consciousness that lives in a 3D printed neural.
That I'm signing up for.
On that topic, I would not choose to live forever as a 3D printed neural connectome.
I don't want to be 3D printed. I just want to be in the cloud.
Same, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Cloud.
Yeah.
I want to die.
You do.
I think it's important for me to be like, all right, I'm done. Not soon.
Yeah.
But
That there's
it's
an ending.
time for it's time for someone else to be the adults.